Hey everybody, back with another unboxing. This time of the Chuwi Lapbook. So this is one of the high-end devices that are inspired by the MacBook Air, obviously. So it has an Intel Apollo Lake 3450, 8 gigs of RAM. That should be good, because I'm a fan of Chuwi's devices. I've actually been using this for my work machine for a while. This is the Chuwi 12.3. It's an excellent budget laptop, really nice build quality, although the bezels are a little bit big. But I used this for my work device for like 2 months before I switched over to this. This is the Chuwi Surbook. So I like this better because it's a tablet that can also work as a laptop, and it's a little bit lighter and thinner than that laptop I just showed you. So this is a Chuwi 12 Surbook. So I've been using this a lot too. So basically all the work I do on Forbes and SCMP, it's been on a Chuwi laptop. So I'm excited to unbox this. This is the newest and probably best Chuwi laptop or device yet. So this is a bigger packaging than usual. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, right off the bat, I can feel that this is a lot sturdier than previous Chuwi laptops. So ooh, okay, this sleeve is pretty tight. Okay. Okay, wow, this is nice. It's thin. Let's compare it really quick to the Chuwi 12.3. Okay, so I guess the lapbook is only a little bit thinner, not as much as I thought, but it feels very thin. I think it's because it's tapered off right here. So what do we have here? This is probably a CD-ROM. Nope, it's not. It's a warranty paper, and this is the charging brick. So yeah, laptop unboxing is not as exciting as a smartphone unboxing. Okay, I like that the charging brick is relatively small. And then you have here this is a European plug, I believe. Wow, this is... Okay, so that's it. Very bare bones in terms of packaging. So now let's open up the device. Oh, wow, okay. The screen... Okay, you can still see the bezels, but they're slimmer. The bezels are definitely slimmer than the other Chuwi devices I've had, so... Okay, this is nice. Okay, so this laptop is actually the Chuwi Lapbook Air. It has a 14.1 inch 16 by 9 aspect, a 14.1 inch display with a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, and only 1080p resolution, so slightly disappointing considering other Chuwi devices I've used had like a 2K or even a 3K resolution. But you know what, 1080p is actually good enough for laptops. There's a 10,000 milliamp battery inside, so it should be enough to last me a workday. So the keys feel really good. It's a lot more comfortable to type on than my... it's a lot more comfortable to type on than the keyboard here. This is the surbook, although I'm liking how thin this looks. Trackpad feels very responsive. So anyway, I'm gonna take this out, do some work with it, and come back with my hands on. Hey everybody, I'm back. So I used the Chuwi Lapbook Air out all day as my work device. And man, I'm liking a lot considering that this laptop, it's gonna cost less than 400 bucks. So first, the build quality of this laptop, it's great. It's inspired by the MacBook Air, aluminum shell, and the keyboard is very spacious. The trackpad is excellent. Everything just feels very premium. Even the bezels around the screen, it's smaller than on previous Chuwi devices. So under the hood, you have an Intel Celeron N3450, which is an Apollo Lake chip, so that's a mid-tier chipset. but it has 8 gigs of RAM, and I've been using this chipset for like most of 2017 now on other Chuwi devices to do work and all that, and it's fine. Now granted, I'm not a gamer and I don't do video editing on a laptop, so that means if you need to do those things, you might need a more expensive laptop. But if you just go on Facebook, send emails, surf the web, watch YouTube, this is more than enough. The one area of concern is that even though this laptop has 128 gigs of storage, it is the sluggish eMMC storage. So when you're transferring data, it's going to be a bit slower than on like my Dell XPS 13, which has obviously a much superior drive. So the display you're looking at, it's a 14-inch display, and it's only 1080p resolution, so technically it's not as pixel dense as previous Chuwi devices, but it looks good enough for me. So there's a 10,000 milliamp battery inside that Chuwi says can last about 8 hours, and from my testing so far, it seems about accurate, because I used this at a coffee shop for about 3 hours and I lost about like 35% battery life, so that seems about 8 hours. Now granted, I was not watching videos, I was doing word processing and sending emails. So overall the package weighs about 3 pounds, so it's quite portable. Everything, it's very sturdy. So in terms of port, on the right side of the device you have a headphone jack and 2 USB 3.0, and on the left side you have an HDMI slot for output, a DC charge, because this I wish it charges with USB-C, but no, it charges with DC, and a TF card slot. So you do have stereo speakers on this laptop, but it's unfortunately underneath at the bottom, so the sound might be a little bit muffled, but let's give it a quick test. So right now this is 50% volume. So now we're at like 100% volume right now. But obviously, if you're familiar with my videos, there can be no test without watching some K-pop. So right now this is 40% volume. It's a little bit soft. So let's go up to 100. So the sound is pretty good, although it's kind of lacking bass. So let's check out one more. Now this is a bass heavy beat. Yeah, so the bass is pretty weak on the speaker. I can't hear much right now. So as mentioned earlier, the keyboard is really good. There's a lot of travel. The only complaint I have is that the shift key, it's a little bit short. I wish it was longer. It's because it has to make room for these page up and down buttons, which I don't need. But you know, other people might need, so I guess I can't complain. You do get, you know, obviously volume control, brightness control, and a video playback button. So let's check out the brightness really quick. So right now, all the way down 0, okay, that's really dim. And you go up to, this is about 50%, and now 100%. So I used this outdoors earlier. There is a little bit of glare, but it's bright enough. I also love the trackpad because it's accurate for one thing, but also I love that it doesn't have that stupid swipe gestures. Like I hate on other laptops, that Chuwi laptops particularly, when I swipe from the right, it brings up that stupid control center, which I don't like. I just want my trackpad to be spacious and accurate. So right now, scrolling, it's very easy. It's very accurate. Moving the mouse around, I'm not getting false touches. You are able to tap on the trackpad to click. I am a fan of that when it works. If it doesn't work, it's kind of annoying. So yep, it works really well. I'm not getting accidental taps when I'm swiping, like moving my finger through the trackpad. So overall, the Chuwi Lapbook Air, it's looking excellent. I believe you can pre-order on GearBest now, starting at just 340 bucks. So other than the sluggish storage for data transfers, I mean, for 340 bucks, this is a really damn good laptop, man. Thanks for watching.